What's poppin', people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We've got some bugs versus the birds, as Mr. Tricks on the Sticks and Johnny Logan will be facing off against each other in round 3, I think, of the last week of BT16, which feels horrible to say. Actually, just abysmal to say. Either way, whilst we're getting set up, I want to ask y'all to hit the like button whilst you're there. You know, you got time. We're about to start with the eggs getting flipped, so yeah, I'd appreciate it if you guys could do that. And whilst you're down there, subscribe, maybe even drop your favorite emoji in chat. Anyways, Digimon Veemon in the back, and we're gonna find the 1-cost Stingmon, so Johnny's actually gonna be able to go for the very low choke with an agility training here. 1-cost Evos, man, they're just so good. I'm considering swinging with the Digimon to get the play going, but we're just going to go with the Kirsty, which is going to give the Digimon the on deletion should something bad happen to it. Training Evolve for 1 into the MetaLife. MetaLife is going to suspend, and then we're going to go into the Tyrant. Tyrant then going to bottom deck the bird to play around it, and then we'll not be swinging with the Tyrant. We are going to slam down the Garuda Ace. Garuda Ace does get us to play a Tamer if we wanted, and then of course going Garuda X does give us Rush with the Protoform into Phoenixmon. We do get to have End of Attack do all of the on deletions, which means we get to play a Garuda Ace for free. So honestly, not a bad Evo climb there from Tricks, rebuilding after getting caught on his 4s. If you've seen his list, which I know I showed a list at the front, please go watch the deck profile. It's even got mostly done subtitles. So we are going to see Johnny pretty decently recover here. MetaLife to get the suspension, the bot deck, and who could have seen it coming? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Digimon gets deleted, so we do get to just go straight into a brand new Garuda Ace off of the Protoform. And despite everything, with no piercing in this stack, Johnny is still kind of playing relatively defensive. He's clearing the board, but he's not getting the value that he wants. Raid Retail on Saberdramon is funny, because if he raids into a Digimon that is unsuspended, obviously it's not got the protection, but they're very rarely not suspended. Gonna pick up the Veemon off the training there. And of course, getting redirected into the Tyrant means that Retail is not going to affect it because it is sideways, so he was mostly doing it to get cycle where he could. And we're going to go for Trident Gaia, which you do need in order to get rid of Tyrant. If you're playing birds, you do just have to accept that you do need some sort of option-based removal, because you can't just rely on Digimon effects, as Tyrant is basically always sideways. Does get the bird one, of course, because Trident Gaia is popping something that had more than 13k DP. So still making progress, and as a reminder, Tricks is on 6 security, as we see Johnny off the boost pick up the Herc. Herc gonna get the suspension. And this MetaLife not going to be able to bug blitz because it does not have the egg underneath it, so it's just going to be that 2-cost pass. Well, 1-cost pass, and then Kirsty going to put us up, which is enough for a free Wings of Love to play a free Sora. Add a card back to hand, bounce the Sora, play the Garuda, Garuda play the Sora, and then Garuda X is going to give it Rush. We are going to pick up the Veemon, we're going to shoot the Blade Quagamon as a result, and now we get to get a Rush buddy with the Raid Retaliate. Saberdramon goes in. It's a crazy kill spell, and we are going to overflow on that final check, so not quite able to try and play for some sort of crazy blitz to finish the game. Johnny gets one more to play, but it does not have a lot to make it happen. That said, though, dropping an Ace and then dropping a Tyrant does get to play the Blade Quagamon suspend, but even with the +3, it's 7k, and we are an 8k body, so not going to be able to stop it. And we are going to close out there. Once we get set up for Game 2, I do want to say thank you to everyone that has been supporting the channel. If you want to join your name to this growing list of members, then consider hitting the join button. We do have, at the Mega level, Justice Josh, who is an Ultimate on YouTube, as well as a Tier 3 on Twitch. For our Ultimates, we do have the Tommy NT, Tommy Tricks on the Sticks on the right, and then 3 Strike Rule. At the champion tier, getting bonus content from the podcast, the 1 month early, Shinny Carey, Coffee Deus, DHM, Solar Ouroboros, and Seb Bainbridge Coombs. Once again, going to go for that 1-cost choke, as Johnny going to go Pokemon, KnTElixar, and the Stingmon. But Wings of Love for a pretty cheap Sora doesn't feel too bad at all. going to have the Veemon push out start of main, pitch 1 to gate. Well, to check top 4 and add 1. So we're going to take the 4, because as you know, they are in very short supply. Block a Birdramon, who needs to block when you can just swing through. Does live, so no on deletions there. Going to go into the Garuda instead, just to threaten to go a little bit higher. Obviously, it's taking the ace potential off the board by doing it, but Johnny just going to go for a KnTElixar searching, is going to find a Tyrant. And he does have the memory to go into a 5, but we're just going to go for the 3-cost training, because we are under a memory setter. Veemon in the back, and we're going to go Protoform into the Garuda X, which is going to pop the KnTElixar. Then we're going to play out a Veemon, which is going to have Rush. Takes the Sora rather than the Valkyrie, and is going to swing it in. Hits a Tamer, which does take things from bad to worse here. Training, fine. Veemon. Oh, actually, no, we're going to go training, fine, training. His neutral is so nice. But we're going to go for the Blitz. Just pass over exactly 3. And then end of attack, we're going to trigger all of the on-deletion effects. So we're going to burn a security, we're going to play out a Digimon, and that Digimon is going to be Garuda X. Going to go for a 1-cost Evo into the KnTElixar Ace here on Johnny's side. He doesn't have a way of going sideways before evolving, so he's going to have to go into the Tyrant, play out, if he has the Ace, I don't know, Phoenix X is a 13k body, so Meta Life gonna get played down, +3, get the suspension, and then is gonna get to bottom deck it. Then we're gonna swing through. Oh wait, if he swings through, he's gonna proc the on deletions. We're gonna burn the last card of security. But I guess we still have a redirect. But the problem is he doesn't have 2 redirects. Either way, we're gonna get to play an Akiho. Akiho gonna add that. We are gonna burn that last card of security. And then we're going to float back into a Garuda, which plays out a brand new one. Sora going to bounce back, and we're going to play out a brand new one. Now we're finally going to move out for turn. And start of main, going to add a Phoenixmon to hand. We've got hella extensions to go. Garuda X is going to play out the Phoenix by bouncing back the Sora. Go into the Phoenix X, which is going to swing, is going to die off of the redirect, floats into a rookie, and that is going to be clean there from the birds. The early bird does indeed get the worm, and I want to say a thank you to everyone that has been enjoying the videos. I think they are going to play out some bonus games, which will either be in a brand new video, or they'll be right after.
Matrix Digivolution.
Don't you hate it when you're in this situation? Trying to find the number on the dice to show how much DP gain your card has received. It's also unreadable. Now let's take a look at if you had some lovely markers from Conquest Collectibles. Right here you can see it's a lot quicker, a lot simpler, and a lot more efficient. Not only that, but you are signing yourself up to some high quality resin handcrafted markers available in purple, yellow, green, both light and dark, black, orange, and many more to your liking. So grab yours today from Conquest Collectibles, links in the description.
Bonus games, bonus games, bonus games, bonus games. And this one, I want to say thank you to the rookies and Digi-Eggs. We do have Bradley Robb and Greatness Beam at the rookie tier, and then the Digi-Eggs, Digimon TCG, John Esposito, Cast Knights of Walter Cerazes, and a 2-cost Evo from Johnny, as we do see Tento and Blade Quagga, answered by Bio and Bird. Double trading though from Trix. Both of them just keeping the number small. Okuamon will be setting up Bug Ice Wall, but I don't think he's going to push out until Trix is on board. Oh, both of them just rookie for rookie. So keeping the number at 1, but eventually we are finally going to see Johnny try and do something here. There's no real way to cheat out a Tamer in this one, so we're going to go in with the Alliance. It gave Alliance to itself, which I guess is clever. It's a way of getting the Okuamon sideways without it being the one that will die in security, because if the Lopmon hits, then you're chilling. Obviously, if you hit Trident Gaia, then you're in trouble, but that's quite clever. I like that from Trix. Shiva means that he obviously can't play options, but it won't stop him from using the options with the trainings. Raid Retaliate Bird goes and scrans on that Shivamon though, so it will not be unsuspending, and we're going to be seeing that Garuda Ace get the pop, putting Johnny on the back foot. And he's been relatively fast out of the gate for most of these. Like, these 1-cost Evos have been helping him keep up pace. But it just shows how fast birds are when they want to be. Double hit into the boost there out of security means that we really can go for the throat directly after. He's going to play the Kirsty down to give the on-deletion to his Sylphimon, but I don't know if we're going to need that. Blakewagamon is going to give the +3. It's kind of unfortunate it wasn't the Stingmon, because that does cost a little bit to go up. Are we going to go Rhino here? Yeah, Rhino. Swing. If he swings at security, goes into the Tyrant. The Tyrant has to play out something that's 8k or higher. So Meta Life would be the ideal pick, because you play out the Meta Life to go. So we're going to swing with the boost, swing into Tyrant for 3-cost Evo. Tyrant slam Tyrant, because yes, he can do that. He doesn't very often. And then we're going to suspend and bot deck, which is going to give us the overflow, which makes it feel like a much more reasonable play that just happened. Just figuring out our recursion. But yeah, dummy clean. Plays it, slams it down for 7, then overflows back to 4 to make it a 4-cost. I'm going to push out no redirect here, which I think is kind of smart. He's got 2 suspended Tyrants, so he does still have 1 redirect. And you kind of want to just prep for when the Garuda Ace is going to be spitting out Rush Body, because this one can rush. Thanks to the Kirsty, the Biomon gets to go straight up into Garuda, so who needs a level 4? Straight into Garuda X. Is going to swing, and this time we are actually going to see the recursion, which is going to float into the Biomon. And then, once again, Biomon played off effect, play Kirsty, go straight into Garuda. Trident Gaia gets the clear on the big body. But I think if you want to keep tricks on the back foot here... Whoa, counter timing, -5... Oh, he's unaffected. Lamau? Never mind. Slam a body. Suspend and then bot deck. Yeah. I don't think I would have dropped the Herc, but I guess Herc is also unaffected whilst it's sideways, so he's now just playing Bug Zoo. Which, I mean, fair? That's one way to be fast, is to just skip levels 4 and 5. Trix is just skipping 4s, Johnny 1-upping him and just slamming 6s. What's crazy is, like, I'm pretty sure he has the Grand Quagga Ace, so he could be slamming 7-cost 6s, but no. Garuda Ace, El Clásico. And if you are going to be slamming it, then you do get a decent amount of memory to try and crack back. Thing is, no Akihos have been seen, so it's not like we can make double rush bodies here. Bounce back the Kirsty and play out a Garuda. Back comes the Sora, Garuda Ace. Adds the Garuda, and then back goes the Sora, play the Garuda Ace. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. For the 3rd time, a long time, out comes Sora once more. She's still got another one in her, which is why she's going to bounce back one more time. Out comes Bio, back goes Kirsty, out comes Garuda. And back comes Kirsty. Gonna swing. And we've got any number of nonsense things to go through. We will see 1 redirect into a Tyrant, but I don't think he's got it like that. Obviously, 2 of them are overflow bodies. We are gonna get... Oh, wait. I don't think the Garuda can swing. I don't think it has rush. We're gonna go Phoenix X. Okay. Oh, Phoenix. Phoenix play out the Bergeron, which does set up the blockers already sideways. Oh wait, start of main suspension. Lamau. I forgot Herc could do that. He's nice like that. Swinging is going to hit 1. Gonna go Quartz to lock down the entire board. Puts it down to 1. Does get to swing and does get a burn. So we get 1 on the way out in the friendlies. But we got to see some avian donuts get done. If you like this bonus game, and you do want to see more fun little tidbits like this, make sure to hit the like button. I mean, we gave you a whole extra game. So if you haven't already smashed that like, then please do so. And again, subscribe, hit the, I don't know, notification bell, all that funny YouTuber stuff. And yeah, that's right. You can see them loading up a 4th one. We still got 1 left in it. The gang really do be pushing for footage. And I'm enjoying every single game that we've got. 4 games worth in the space it takes some SecCon games to go to 1. Rookie and Izzy in Johnny's side, and a pretty quick, it's impressive how fast he finds these 4s, knowing there's only like 6 of them or something. Bergermon going to go into Garuda Ace here as we are going to get the pop and the swing. Hitting a second Izzy is not ideal, so we're just going to go training and take the Ace to get ready to rebuild if something goes poorly. Going to slam the Sora for 4 rather than going for the Garuda here, just to make sure that if something bad happens, he still has a memory setter. I don't fully hate it. You could argue that you could slam the Garuda Ace, but it's just another body that could get spun by the Tyrant. And this, at least, made him have to play it a little bit slow. We're going to go Meta Life here to get a suspension of some kind. Although it's not going to matter because it's not going to be a lockdown suspension. I'm going to go into the Garuda. I'm also assuming Johnny was just missing a 4. Out comes the Kirsty, as the Phoenix is looking to go for security. We do have double redirect, but I guess you could just redirect into the small bodies because it's into suspended lads, so at least take a damage off the board. Obviously, Phoenix X is kind of dangerous. We're going to see the Tento suspend itself and then go have the Meta Life game +3. So now we're going to go into the Tyrant. Tyrant going to slam the Herc. Herc going to get the bottom deck, and then we're going to recur the 5s out of that interaction. Non-suspended Tyrant, but the Saber, if it swung, would still just get redirected into the Sideways Herc, and the Sideways Herc is invincible. Gonna cycle the Tamers to get the Akiho down to give out Rush, and here comes the Phoenix X. Now we're gonna swing, and we are going to get that redirection. End of attack, though, still gonna burn that top card of security. And now we've got no more redirectors, so if there's a way to go Phoenix play Saber, then we're kind of in danger. Veemon gets played out, so we get to bounce the Kirsty back to get the Garuda Ace, which is going to turn into a Sora. Tap the Akiho to give us Rush, and we're going to go Garuda X to give its own stack Rush. Swings in, hits a Lotmon. And down comes the Phoenix Ace. Phoenix Ace not going to have the end of attack burn or anything like that. Once again, suspension. Tentomon going to be just going asleep to give the DP elsewhere. Going to try and swing through the Phoenix X. Does get a pop onto the Tento on the way out and does float into a rookie. We're going to see the KnTElixar there to replace it. Ignore that Stingmon. Y'all saw it in the list, but yeah, Johnny just did not realize that Stingmon, that green-purple, does not evolve over its own colors. It's a very specific DNA card. Looks like we're going to go Tyrant for the second Tyrant to play out the Tento, get the suspension to bottom deck the rookie, and then we can use the second Tyrant to get rid of the Phoenix X. As a reminder, Trickster's not taking damage. He's currently sitting on 7. Because right now we're not swinging through bodies, we are just bottom decking them to get rid of it. But he's not getting rid of the whole stack, which is the problem. Phoenix X is going to swing, and we are going to have the redirect. We're still going to burn the last card of security. With 3 memory, can you print a Rush Buddy from here? Yeah, but we probably can. Veemon gets played out. Kirsty turns it into a Garuda. Akiho is going to give it Rush, but we do have a second way of redirecting. Sora comes down off the Garuda and then bounces straight back. Out comes Garuda Ace. Back comes Sora. Into Garuda X means we now have 2 attacks ready to go, but let's just do the Sora shuffle one more time. Go Garuda, Garuda X, Sora, bring back Garuda X, go Garuda X, Garuda X, bring back Bo, Bo, bounce the Sora, Bo come down, play Garuda, Garuda off the Kirsty, swing in, redirect, it does die. The funny thing is, because they're aces, it does make it so he can't swing in these 2 Garuda X's. It's actually deja vu from the last game. He has all these bodies, but he can't swing all of them. But the final ones, now these Garuda X's can go. But let's just see if there's any donuts to be done. Bo. Oh, there's still a Meta Life, so we can't actually do it. So we are going to go for the Trident Gaia. Trident Gaia is going to pass over a hell of a lot. But can you answer 5 birds? Do you got it like that? Right now, the answer is not looking like a yes. We're going to slam the Stingmon. Stingmon is going to get rid of one of the Veemons. Tyrant's going to get rid of one of the Garuda X. And then we're going to swing through one of the Garuda X's in order to get Overflow to bring it back. Okay, Johnny. Gonna find Okumon for Bug, Ice Sword, and we're gonna go for the Lotmon. Unfortunately, though, he didn't realize that he double bot decked already, so he's already used the 2 Tyrant effects. Because there were 4 bodies on board, so he had to get rid of 1. So he can't quite finish it up the way he wants. And I think we're a time and overtime now, you know. After they've played their 4 games, he can't quite crack through, but it's the sort of position where, you know, if we didn't have to start the next round and be out on time, I'm sure they would play it out and it would be another Birds victory. But this time for realsies, if you liked what you saw and you do want to see more, you enjoyed these bonus games, all that good stuff, make sure to hit the like button on your way out. And as always, have yourselves a damn good one.